Ice watch on the bow of Altor of Down is not something that I expected. It's a pretty amazing experience to see these big things floating around. I really wouldn't want to hit anything bigger than a rugby ball, I guess. I'm not sure I'd be keen on that either. It feels like a privilege to be here. It's a little bit nerve-wracking and it's certainly chilly. But wow, on this low sort of foggy day, it looks quite menacing. But what a cool place to be.
Welcome back to Adventure Now, and thank you for joining us on board Altor of Down as we continue to point her nose north. I'm having a little giggle to myself as I do this voiceover because I watched this video almost with a sense of disbelief that here is Altor of Down, a fiberglass boat made on the south coast of England, now cruising amongst the biggest ice cubes that I've ever seen. Our dreams call us, but how far do we go? Our dreams scare us, and yet we're dying to know. What is it beyond the well-trodden ground? It is purpose, destiny, and it begs to be found. So take that step, roll the dice. Dreams don't come true when they're kept on ice. So where the hell are we? Well, we are here, in the most northern settlement in the world, at 79 degrees north and on the northwest coast of Spitsbergen. Ni-Alesund was originally a coal mining town, established in 1916, but from the 1960s, the main activity here has been research, with representation from over 10 different countries. Over the winter time, the population here is between 30 and 40 people, but in the summertime, that rises to almost 150. The cool museum here provides a fascinating glimpse into Ni-Alesund's past, including the brave, although some may say mad men that took several flights around the North Pole in the airship Italia. Whilst here you can pay your respects to Roald Amundsen, the famous Norwegian explorer, send your family a postcard from the most northern post office in the world, but only if you can survive the advances of the local birds who clearly do not understand that needy is not sexy. After our wonderful exploration of Ni-Alesund, it was time to head back to the boat and continue our journey north.
How different this place looks, bathed in sunlight. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. We've had a strange, very confusing day. Body clocks are all over the show. We had a night passage last night in the daylight, arrived sometime 7 or 8 o'clock this morning, had a power nap, went ashore, had a look around, and now we are heading back out to sea, up the coast, north once again, and this time, destination 80 degrees north. I can't quite believe the words I'm saying, but Altor of Down, you're going to take us there. Let's go. Hard to believe it's 1 o'clock in the morning with that sunshine. It's really warm. What a beautiful night. Weird thing to say. Night passages have never been so good. Well, we're looking for the anchorage, but it's actually got quite a lot of floating ice around here and a lot of wind funneling right the way through. So we're going to keep pushing through and then up north, see if we can find another anchorage or maybe cross the 80-degree line, go around the top and then back down. Let's see.
As it turned out, the only anchorages that we could find along the way were full of ice. So we made the decision that now was the right time to push up to that magical but invisible line of 80 degrees north.
So here we are, another milestone on board Altor of Down. You know the number we're waiting for. Woohoo! Yes, well done. Well done. Awesome. Well done, Lia. Woohoo!
Cheers, guys!
Awesome. Cheers, Ashley.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Well
Altor.
done. Cheers, Altor. Thank
Well done, Altor. King Neptune, thank you very much indeed for allowing us to pass.
you. Thank you.
Your good health. Navionics has run out on the iPhone and also on the Raymarine. We have one old 1984 paper chart, and that's what's telling us roughly where we are. And now we're going to turn around.
It doesn't matter what your hopes or dreams in this life are. What matters is that you do everything you can to achieve them. And I can tell you that going across the line of 80 degrees north felt naughty, cheeky and wonderful all at the same time. And now the compass was headed south for the first time in months as we gently cruised back down to civilization. What a little treat we've got here. Gently goose swinging our way back to Longyearbyen. We've had a lot of motoring to do, and that is how it is here. A good weather window is a totally calm weather window up in these latitudes. That's what we've learnt. We've been up to 80 degrees north, and now we're coming way down south again to the capital. What a beautiful day. We've got Lia ghosting along next to us. Beautiful sunshine. No idea what time it is. The last 3 days we've had a maximum of 2 hours sleep as we've gone north. So day, night, it all looks the same, but it's gorgeous. The drive and push to get this far north has been relentless since this season began. It has been absolutely awesome to achieve our goal. And looking back at this video, I can see that on turning south, I have immediately reverted to relaxed cruising mode. Bliss.
That's the breeze we have been waiting for all day.
Yeah.
Sailing right into the anchorage.
Better late than never.
Amen.
th of July, Thursday morning, and the sun's come out, which is nice. We've had our heads down for the last 5 days while a southerly wind has gone through. Asher went back to work, and today is South Passage Day. We've had 2 weeks in Svalbard, and we have a weather window, and we're heading back to Norway. What a beautiful day in Svalbard. It's lovely. The sun's come out for our departure.
Whilst at anchor here, we had a pretty stiff breeze blowing through that caused a couple of boats to drag anchor. Now, I'm not suggesting that we are in any way immune from such a thing, but our Rockner seems to dig in hard every time.
Well, that's it, Ashi. Longyearbyen behind us, on the way back to Norway. What do you think about that?
I'm looking forward to Norway.
Yeah, me too. We rushed through on the way, so it'd be nice to go back.
What a roller coaster it had been. Brand new experiences and endless daylight, and now a gentle breeze was blowing us away from this incredible land.
Heading just south of west. On our way. I think the wind will die, but we'll take this and enjoy it while it's here.
It's 4:10 in the afternoon. We have motored since 10:30. We're probably 3 hours break for sailing. And now we are bobbing in the middle of the Barents Sea.
It's a funny old mischief sailing. We were absolutely becalmed, and then within 5 minutes it was blowing 20 knots, and then the direction changed all over the show. It's now settled down to sort of 10 to 17.
I'm sorry about this cliche, and although we don't have much experience of being up here, the one thing I can say that's predictable about the weather is that it's unpredictable. You can have a lovely breeze, followed by a flat calm, and then you blink and it's rough again.
It seems to be all or nothing in this game at the moment. We've now got loads of rain, 28 knots of breeze, pretty rough sea. Here we go again.
Altor may well have been built on the south coast of England, and yes, she is fantastic at pottering around in that part of the world, cruising in and out of marinas on sunny days. But here, she feels like she is in her element. She feels safe, secure and sure-footed as she barrels along, getting the job done.
Altor is trucking along. I'd even prefer to slow it down a bit, to be honest. But we're going well, the sea state isn't too bad now. We haven't got too many big bullies rolling through. And we've got a good speed, and we're going south. Which still feels quite weird after all this time going north. But we're good. Ash is going to be up in 20 minutes or so, and then I think it's dinner time.
Do you like spaghetti bolognese or beef stew?
Beef stew for me, please. Ash has got a bit of a challenge there. It's quite a lot of motion. She's now going into the man cave without permission, but I guess that is where we keep the food, so I will let her off this time. A bit feisty out here.
Yeah, and I need a low, and that's always interesting in the sea state.
Do you want to take the camera with you? Just rolled a bit of jib in, which is quite easy when you've got both sails up, because you can just bear away a bit and shelter the jib behind the main. Taking a few rolls in just to calm us down a bit, really. Altor kind of lets you know, she starts yawing around a bit. Yeah, you get some nice speed in the surfs, but it's a little bit tense, and we just want to cruise this. We are cruisers, not races. Thank you.
Hot, hot, hot.
All my hands up with that. Hands are freezing.
Wow, it's really cold.
It looks alright. Give me a verdict. This is pretty awesome comfort food. Nice and easy, nice and hot. Keeps you very warm when you're on a passage heading south.
This part of the world didn't give us much time to relax. Here we are on a completely different tack, now beating hard into the wind, even though we're going in exactly the same direction as we were before.
Well, this is a game of 11 halves. We've now got 6 knots, pretty much beating. We're on course, but speed has dropped down to 4 knots. I'm not sure how long we will carry on like this before we use Perkins again to tickle us along. But if we can just keep the sails from banging around, then I don't mind making a bit of slow progress. Ash is asleep, so it'd be nice not to wake her up. Back in Norwegian waters. What a trip down from Svalbard. We had everything thrown at us. Gales, big seas, calm seas, choppy seas, wind on the nose, everything. It feels very, very, very good to be back in Norway. We're really looking forward to spending some more time here and getting to know Norway at a bit more of a leisurely pace than when we came up. But we're now going to find our way to our anchorage. I'm going to have a very, very obscenely large glass of whiskey. I think Ash is going to have a similarly large martini, and we're going to enjoy a night at anchor back in Norway.
After a tough few days at sea, the passage from Svalbard to Norway was drawing to a close. As we approached the coast, the air was filled with the smell of pine forests. What a wonderful way to be welcomed off the sea and back to a beautiful country.
We love it when the boat comes to rest, especially in a cute little anchorage here. Here is the despicably large whiskey and the almost despicably large martini. Cheers, Ashley.
Cheers. Well done.
Welcome back to Norway.
Thank you. Very happy.
I know I'm guilty of oversimplifying life by this next statement, but surely life is just a bunch of experiences that you have until you die. And if that is the case, then make sure you seek out the things that you want to experience and live the life that you want to live. Thank you very much indeed for watching this episode of Adventure Now. Please join us next time as we continue our journey south through the beautiful Norway. Altor out.
Is it going to be treasure, gold, a body, a polar bear, a whale? Oh,
A kelp.
there's kelp.